What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome, dear listeners. Welcome to another thrilling episode of My Journey with Words, your portal to the fascinating world of storytelling, personal narratives, and the adventure of self-discovery. I'm your host, Max, and today I invite you to embark on a remarkable voyage through the realms of writing and discovery. Allow me to whisk you away to a time. Basically, so what happened was the school classroom back in time felt like a dungeon, and the very thought of writing essays sent shivers down my spine. Imagine facing an eternal cycle of essays, each one shackled to a rigid structure, a beginning, a middle, two middles, and an end. The years seemed to blur together, with the same daunting task on repeat, sucking the joy out of my young writer's heart. But basically, yeah, I didn't like writing throughout my younger years because it felt like the same formula. The formulaic essay became the unchanging norm in the Florida school system, as predictable as the morning sun, with teachers graciously bestowing their chosen sources upon us. The act of writing was nothing short of a mechanical chore, and my creativity was banished, as if I was locked in a cage. Yeah, just writing was really boring for me. I felt like the same thing was being written over and over again, and even with different topics, the same formula kept popping up. I had to write the same things over and over again. The only thing they added was a counterclaim, really. But, my dear listeners, here's where the tale takes a fascinating turn. So, yeah, basically, throughout my later years of high school, I felt like writing got a little bit more entertaining with one of my specific classes. I saw a glimmer of hope, a revelation that would transform my relationship with writing. Basically, it was a discovery of something extraordinary, something that would set my passion for writing ablaze, something that would get me inspired to write again. The revelation, my friends, was none other than the world of research papers. Unlike the monotonous 5-paragraph essays, research papers were my key to liberation. No longer did I have to conform to assigned topics and sources. I was granted the power to choose my own topics and basically to conduct my own research and embark on a year-long journey of exploration. The thing I liked about research papers is that I could choose my own topic, and the thing that takes the longest is probably writing the research question. But yeah, my adventure truly commenced in the hollowed halls of my AP research class. Research papers, though seemingly daunting in length, were my playground of creativity. I was able to put my own words and own thoughts into these papers, with sources, of course. Each paper was a unique puzzle demanding the selection of an intriguing research question, which is stated before, a quest that often stretched into weeks of exploration. Which, yeah, it did take me weeks because you have to talk to the professor, too, about it to check if your question is either too big or too small, or if it fits perfectly, something like that. But, yeah. And with every research paper, I scaled mountains of information, sought counsel from scholars, and dove headfirst into the sea of peer reviews. Research papers demanded the mastery of multiple literacies, the understanding of multiple diverse perspectives, and the unwavering commitment to ensure the accurate interpretation of sources. I had to find sources that were credible, obviously, which I'd have to go on Google Scholar and other things like that, where everything was how should I say it, like that limited the sources I could choose. Like, I couldn't choose sources that came from like news stations or anything like that. It had to be from like a research study or something that a professor from a college wrote down, or something from an institute. Yeah, that's basically what I had to use. And it was around 20 to 25 sources for this paper and 5,000 words. But yeah, the once feared nemesis. Continue on with the story. The once feared nemesis, writing now stood as my powerful ally, offering insight and challenging me to delve deeper into subjects I never imagined I'd explore. Writing transforms into an expansive playground, a realm of growth, discovery, and critical thinking. With these papers, there had to be a lot of critical thinking done when writing these. I had to first you had to make sure the source had relevance to your research question, because some of the topics, even though the title was something about my research question, finding a piece of evidence that actually fit with your research question specifically was the hard part. And basically, yeah, going into 25, 30 different sources to find that takes a long time. It takes a long time to find specific sources that fit your research question and answer your specific research question, which sometimes would be too broad or too narrow, which would make it harder for some people writing research questions. But along my journey, research papers not only unlocked the doors of creativity, but also imparted valuable life lessons. First, my time management skills sharpened as I balanced the weight of lengthy research projects. The ability to find quality sources proved to be an invaluable skill transcending the boundaries of academia. I was able to surpass my limits as a writer, because not only did I, throughout 11 years of school, I was writing the same things, and it was barely changing. Even in elementary school, it was like a 4-paragraph essay with reading a couple sources, but you didn't have to cite anything, or it was really simple. But going into high school and middle school, well, especially high school, it's basically the same thing. You're reading it went from 2 sources to 4 or 5 sources. You just have to cite them, but it's the same framework. It's not really anything different. They hand you a prompt to you. But yeah, it's the same thing, but continuing on. So what's the takeaway here, my dear listeners? My story basically serves as a guiding light for all writers. It illustrates that within the vast realm of writing, there are endless possibilities to discover joy, to explore, and wholeheartedly embrace the process. With writing, you can do whatever. There's something that you'll find that you'll enjoy doing when writing. I feel like, even if it's not research papers in my case, there's many different things that, writing creatively or something, or creative writing on a story. But yeah, in the ever-evolving world of words, there are no boundaries, only new heights to ascend and new horizons to explore. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me on this incredible journey through the transformative power of writing. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. I'll be back soon with more extraordinary stories, so stay tuned, guys. Until next time, keep your pens poised, your minds wide open, and remember, the world of words is an endless source of adventure. This is Max signing off on my journey of